You're being reassigned, Walker. A thick folder slapped onto the surface of the cold metal table in front of me. I fought not to squint into the darkness at the figure standing on the other side. The heat lamp off to my left was making one side of my face sweat while my right cheek was freezing. My reflection stared back at me in his eyes. Dark-skinned, gaunt, exhausted. I looked like a corpse. An angry corpse. I'd been in the belly of that godforsaken base undergoing debriefing for at least 3 days, maybe more. Hard to say when I hadn't seen the sun or even a damn window. They'd pulled me from my last assignment in the middle of the night, all the way in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and flown me to Cape Town blindfolded. Then they'd shoved me into a bland little medical exam room where masked and emotionless nurses examined every inch of me. I'd spent 12 hours undergoing a barrage of medical tests, from CT scans to blood tests to bone biopsies, before they herded me onto another jet, again blindfolded and with sound-dampening headphones on, as if I could hear anything over the roar of the jet's engines. I knew I was back in the States, but I didn't know where. It was a military base, probably Askew, which was the branch I worked for. A secret branch, loosely attached to the Green Berets, although we worked closer with the CIA. I saw a lot of them during my debriefing, too. White guys with their crew cuts, their sunglasses, their badges reading Jones or Johnson or Smith. They had a lot of questions about the militia group I'd been embedded in while overseas. I told them everything, and they soaked it up with emotionless, pale faces, ticking boxes on their forms before leaving. There'd been an endless shuffle of psychologists, psychiatrists, colonels, medics, and God knows what else through my little cell. While I grew increasingly exhausted and dehydrated, they drilled me with questions about the people, places, and monsters I had seen. Yeah, monsters. SOIs. Subjects of interest as far as Askew was concerned. They were real, and they were everywhere, a threat to everyone that needed to be secured, contained, and studied. Or so they had told me when I was brought into the Elite program. I wasn't so sure. Maybe the decorated colonel across the table could sense my growing unease with Askew's secure, contain, study directive, because the next thing he said was, "You're going to do a rotation here on security detail. Before you is a list of the SOIs you'll be responsible for, and your shift assignments through the end of the year.